Hello, my name is Jason Grohl. This is my video for the scaffolding lesson plan for EDSU 532. It's for an 8th grade social studies class, and it's for a lesson on the Bill of Rights. All right, class, let's get started. Today we're going to continue our lesson on the Bill of Rights. Before we do that, review what we did yesterday. You guys broke up into 10 groups, and each group examined a different amendment from the Bill of Rights. Then your group looked up the meaning of the words that you might have found confusing, and you used the information you found to reword the amendments. Then you guys wrote down your new versions of the amendments on the board, and you copied it all down for yourself, so you guys each have your own copy of your reworded Bill of Rights in language that's a little more easy for you to understand. Go ahead and get those out right now, and I'm going to collect those in a little bit, but you're going to need them for today's activity. When you walked in, you should have picked up this paper right here called the Bill of Rights Case Studies. A case study is a story explaining something that happened. What makes these case studies important to us is that they deal with a situation where someone has had one of their constitutional rights violated. What you guys are going to do is, working with your group members, you're going to read these case studies together, and then you're going to discuss whose rights were violated, who they were violated by, what right was violated, and the amendment that guarantees that right, and how the... So you're talking about rights that were being violated and everything that deals with that. To do that, you're going to be using the copy of the Bill of Rights that you have in your notebook, and you're also going to be using your reworded Bill of Rights that you made yesterday. So you're going to be comparing what happened to the story to the freedoms guaranteed by the Bill of Rights and trying to figure out where those freedoms were violated. If you look at your case study handout, you'll see there's 3 case studies on the front and 2 on the back. For this activity, you're only going to be worrying about the 3 on the front, okay? Don't worry about the back of the page yet. All right, so together, let's look at the sample case study that we have right here. It says, after a large amount of traffic stops in Seattle found vehicles containing illegal drugs, everyone who is pulled over for a traffic violation will have their car searched for drugs. Drivers who refuse to have their cars searched will be arrested and their car will be towed. The hostile search has led to many individuals being arrested and facing criminal charges for drug possession. Citizens are outraged and claim their constitutional rights have been violated. So, using our copies of the Bill of Rights, either the real one or the reworded one from yesterday, can we find any constitutional rights that have been violated? Anyone? Yeah. All right, good. The 4th Amendment has been violated because the cars were searched without a warrant or without probable cause. So on your paper, for whose rights were being violated, you're going to write down the drivers. Who were they violated by? The police. What right was violated? The right to be secure from unreasonable searches. What amendment guarantees that? The 4th Amendment. And finally, how was that right violated? It's people's effects. In this case, their cars were being searched without warrant or probable cause. All right, and are there any questions about what we're going to be doing? Yeah. Yeah, just the first 3, and don't worry about the back page yet. Okay, anybody else? All right, get working with your groups, and I'll be walking around observing you guys and seeing if anyone has any questions. All right, looks like everyone's done with all 3 of those case studies. I heard some really good discussions about which constitutional rights were being violated, and it seems like you guys were really understanding it, so that's really good. Now I need everyone to grab your reworded Bill of Rights, okay? So thank you. Get your reworded Bill of Rights. I need you to hold it up in the air like this so I can see it. All right, everyone's got it? Cool. Now take this and put it in your backpack. All right, it's all put away. Good. So now what I want you to do, take your case studies page and turn it over to the back side. Okay? So we're going to be doing those last 2, but you're going to be doing those 2, doing the same thing as we did the first 3, but you're only going to be using the real Bill of Rights. Okay? I know it seems a little harder, because you guys have been using your reworded Bill of Rights. But let's put the pieces together of what we did, okay? Yesterday, you took an amendment that you didn't understand, and you put it into words you understood by looking up words and using context clues, right? So now you have to use amendments you might not understand without looking at your reworded ones. So you're going to have to use the process we used yesterday and the process you just used of applying those freedoms to these situations. Okay, does anyone have any questions with that? Yeah, if you want to use a dictionary, they're in the back if you need to look words up, okay? So go ahead, get going with your groups, and remember you're doing the same thing, looking up whose rights were violated, who they were violated by, and what rights were violated, and what amendment guarantees that, okay? All right.